Hello, hello, hello on the YT. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. We're just getting started, guys. Just getting started. I am Dr. Trish. I talk about health and wellness with a spirit, mind, body approach in hopes of helping my audience get on a journey of healing. My target population are empaths, which are actually also deep feelers, highly sensitive individuals, highly intuitive, also called deeply empathics. I mean, you name it, you can call it many different things. People have different titles that they use and that they feel most comfortable with. I like to use the word empath, but when I do my lives, I use all the words that I can think of because some people do identify them as highly sensitive, deep feelers, highly intuitives, right? All knowing, all different types of titles that we can use for the beautiful qualities that we have that are our spiritual giftings. And so tonight we are going to be touching base on wisdom. I called tonight is my first Wisdom Wednesday. Tonight is my first Wisdom Wednesday. I started a 30-day calendar themed night for the very first time just on Friday. I started with my specific themes. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm just trying to get my backup device set up here for myself. We started with Fridays, and we call Fridays Free and Flow Fridays. Saturdays is Sacred Saturdays. Sunday is Soulful Sundays. Monday is Mindful Mondays, and Tuesdays is Tune In Tuesdays. And so today we have Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm just gonna fix my look here on. There we go. That's much better. Okay. So I am streaming from not only TikTok, but also on the YT as well as Facebook. And so trying a different setup because I was using an actual platform before that was not working well with the audio. And so I kind of have my devices on different platforms. I have the Facebook on my Mac right now. Oh gosh. I have the YT on one of my devices. I'm trying to set this up, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm so sorry. And then I'm on TikTok from my iPad. So let's see if we can get this to work, and let's hope and pray that the audio after the fact is gonna sound well and I'm not gonna have any issues, and if this is the way I have to move forward with it, I will. Welcome in, Ethan. Thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate it. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. So I've started my YT account about 4 years ago, guys. So you may want to go and check on the bunch of videos that I have up there. You might want to go and check that out. I talk a lot about health and healing. I talk about recovery from narcissistic abuse. I speak about being a Christian and an empath at the same time. I have about two videos that have a good over 1,000 views on them, I believe, where I recommend certain types of readings for the empath, some books that I've done the reading on myself, which I consider really great sources of information. So for people on the Book of Faces and on TikTok, if you don't already follow me on YouTube, you may want to go ahead and do that. Take a look at the link on my bio link, and you can follow that link tree, and it will take you to how you can follow me on the other different types of platforms. Okay, that would be great if you could do that, and hit that subscribe button, give me a like, know that you are here. These platforms are very different. There's not much engagement going on the YT end of things and the Book of Faces end of things. So on TikTok, there is a lot of engagement going on. People coming in, interacting, engaging in the chat, and it's just different platforms. It's different strokes for different folks. But I am on all three tonight because I want to expand my reach and be able to reach out to more individuals. And so tonight we're going to talk about Wisdom Wednesday. So I do have some. Welcome in, Ginger. Thank you for the rose. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. So tonight we're going to talk about Wisdom Wednesday. Okay? So I'm going to start with defining what is wisdom. All right? And let me actually turn on my shop on TikTok so we can get maybe some more people to come in here. This is kind of like a new time for me that I go live on TikTok. I'm trying something new. Most of the time, it's gone pretty well after I stay live for a while. Sometimes it really does have a slow startup, but eventually we get the little community that comes in here. Eventually we get them to come in here. And so let's hope for the best for tonight as well. I know it's midweek. People have different schedules and different changes. Honestly, I wanted to take a night off tonight and put up my message on my story and say I wasn't going to show up today, but I ended up showing up. So here I am. So I hope people will show up themselves. So we're going to be talking about Wisdom Wednesday today. We're going to talk about Wisdom Wednesday. And Wisdom Wednesday, what does wisdom mean for the empath? What does wisdom look like for the empath? We're going to talk about that today, okay? So I want to start off by saying that wisdom isn't just intelligence. Wisdom isn't just intelligence. Wisdom is knowing when to pause, when to protect your energy, and when to choose peace over pressure. When to choose peace over pressure. Okay? So I'll say that again. Wisdom isn't just intelligence. Wisdom is knowing when to pause, when to protect your energy, when to choose peace over pressure. When to choose peace over pressure. For empaths, wisdom is survival. It's discernment, and it's also self-honor, okay? So it is survival. It's how we are able to survive, okay? It is also our discernment. That's where the all-knowing comes in to play. And it is also having self-honor. So honor for yourself. All right? That's what wisdom is for the empath, okay? So, what is wisdom? What is wisdom? Wisdom is the integration of spiritual discernment. Wisdom is the integration of spiritual discernment, emotional awareness, mental clarity, and physical attunement. That is what wisdom is, okay? It is lived knowledge, not just information. It is lived knowledge, not just information. For the empath, wisdom lives in the body. It speaks through intuition. It is clarified through stillness, and it is protected through boundaries that one sets for themselves. So I will repeat that again. What is wisdom? Wisdom is the integration of spiritual discernment. Okay? Wisdom is the integration of spiritual discernment, emotional awareness, mental clarity, and physical attunement. That's what wisdom is. So for our wisdom, right, spiritual gifts to be expanded, to be opened, okay, we need to be aware. Hi, Stella. Welcome in. Welcome in, Stella. How are you? I haven't seen you for a few days. Everything okay? Everything good? I just started like maybe, I don't know, 10 minutes ago. So you're still at the very beginning. Thank you for being here. I went on, I think I went on live yesterday at the same time. So I'm trying to kind of like stick to the 5-6 o'clock time and kind of see how we do with that. It seems to be the best time for the little community to come and conjure together. Everything is good. Thank you. I was working. Yes. And so, hi, Unwritten Unstoppable. Thank you for your daily harmony. It's always tricky to kind of discern when is the best time to come on live, right? And honestly, I have to say, this is a good evening, Unwritten Unstoppable. How are you? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. It's always difficult to discern what is the best time to show up, right? And because everybody's schedule is different. I mean, for me, this time is a little late for me, but once you are doing it and you get to doing it, right, it's you get used to it. And so I'm trying to kind of stay consistent with this time frame. 6 to 8 has been like, sometimes I go on a little earlier. We'll see how it does for the overall community that we're forming here little by little. And we'll tweak it if we have to tweak it in the near future, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you for the roses and the populars. Unwritten Unstoppable, appreciate you. So, Wisdom Wednesday. Wisdom Wednesday. Hi, Lavi. Welcome in. Nice to see you. I hope all is well with you. Thank you for the perfumes. How is everything, Lavi? I hope things have been going better for you. I know that sometimes, thank you for the perfume, Stella. I know that greetings. I know that sometimes it's difficult because there's so much to do, right? You feel very overwhelmed at times, Lavi. So I know all is well. Okay, good to hear. I know it's a lot. I feel it myself. As a TikTok creator myself, there's not enough time of the day to do everything, is there? So I'm glad you are doing well. I'm glad you are doing well. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna get my water bottle. It's over here. Okay, here we go. I want to make sure I have my water next to me. All right. Okay, so Wisdom Wednesday. That's true. There's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. And I on my link tree, I finally found my list of emails that I have from people that have downloaded something free from, my bio link. And I have quite a few emails up there. And so now I have to start putting together some emails that I can actually, send out to people. So that's my next assignment that I have to work on, in addition to other things that I have to, follow up on. So, but it's all good. It's all good. One step at a time. One step at a time. We will get there. We will get there. So I have a flash goal of the heart me's. It's only 3. It's only 3 of them. If we can all chip in and kind of get them, we can be done with that flash goal. I'm going to use my backup to get myself one of them. All right. I'll pin it for everybody. I'm sorry, I didn't pin it. I should have pinned it. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Stella. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Lavia, if you don't mind, it's just 1 coin. Thank you so much. I usually ignore them, but sometimes I get a little scared of ignoring them a little bit too much. So I appreciate it. So we got that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now TikTok can leave me alone for a while. All right. So Wisdom Wednesday. Wisdom Wednesday. So I'll go back a little bit because I didn't really get far. Wisdom isn't just intelligence for the empath. Okay? Wisdom is not just intelligence. Okay? It's more of a combined mix of things. Wisdom is knowing when to pause, okay? When to protect your energy, and when to choose peace over pressure. Okay? So that sometimes may be difficult to discern as to how to go about in doing that, especially for me, because I'm definitely a doer. I'm a producer, and I just don't feel the same when I'm not productive during the day. Welcome in, Shop Time. But you have to kind of have this inner sense of knowing when you have to place boundaries and start implementing some balance, depending on what's going on in your life, right? So for empaths, again, wisdom is survival at times. But it's also discernment, and it's also honoring the self, honoring yourself. Welcome in, Kristen. Welcome in. So I defined also what is wisdom for the empath. Wisdom for the empath is the integration of spiritual discernment, emotional awareness, mental clarity, and physical attunement. So having spiritual discernment about something, right? Something you're watching, something you're observing, something you are intrigued by, something you're trying to figure out, something you're trying to decide which way to go about it, something that you're trying to assess, okay? Wisdom is the integration of spiritual discernment, emotional awareness, being in tune with how our emotions are based on whatever may be happening or taking place with yourself, right? So having that emotional awareness, and also having mental clarity. And so sometimes our emotional state can definitely cloud our mental clarity. So that's why we have to check in with our emotions first in order to have that mental clarity. Welcome in, woman of God. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. And then it's also physical attunement. What is your body telling you? Where do you feel those aches and pains? Where do you feel the stiffness? Where do you feel the constraint, right? Where is it that you have that backup? Where is it that you have this ongoing, like chronic, you know, sometimes we can feel it as like it's like a knot, right? Why are we getting a knot in that same space in your body, right? So making sure that you are physically in tune with your body, right? Having physical attunement. So wisdom for the empath is lived knowledge, not just information. Lived knowledge about you. Lived knowledge about your body and how your body responds to certain things. It's a journey, and it takes time to get to know how your body overall will respond to something taking place in your life, right? So it is lived knowledge. You have to experience it, and as you're experiencing it, learn from it, right? And then be reflective when something yet again is taking place, and sensing the familiarity of those sensations, those emotions, those feelings, those thoughts. How does your body respond to that? Does your body respond with fatigue? Does your body respond with depression? Does your body respond with emotions, tears? Then comes the fatigue. Does your body respond with procrastination? Does your body respond with stress? How does it come up for you? How does it show? All of that is our lived knowledge, but we have to go through the experience of it and be very aware and observant of what's going on. So time after time, we build information of how our body is. That's how we get to know ourselves. Remember, the biggest and the greatest thing, welcome in, Paige, the biggest and greatest thing when it comes to empaths is knowing who you are. Now, let's say me, and I'll use Paige. I hope you don't mind me using you as an example, Paige. I know you just came in, but me and Paige, right? If she's still in here, I'm not sure, but are both empaths. The way that wisdom shows up for me and my body and through my lived experiences are going to be completely different from Paige's. But we're both empaths. So it is an individualized lived experience that will give us knowledge, will give us information, will teach us what we need to do in order to get back into balance, right? Welcome in, Coach Jennifer. Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense. So for empaths, wisdom lives in the body. It speaks through intuition. It is clarified through stillness. Thank you for the daily heart, me. It's clarified through stillness, and it is protected through boundaries. Wisdom lives in the body. It speaks through intuition. It is clarified through stillness. Oh, thank you so much for the galaxy, Coach Jennifer. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you for getting the Daily Heart Me Woman of God podcast. Thank you so much, Coach Jennifer. I appreciate you. Thank you for that money gun. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you. So wisdom lives in the body, speaks through the intuition, through our intuition, is clarified through our stillness. So I want to talk about that a little bit, because in order for us to really assess what's going on with us and have clarity, okay, we have to be in stillness. What does that stillness look like for everybody? What does that stillness look for everybody? Can we write it in the chat? Thank you for sharing out the live. Can we write it in the chat? What does that stillness look for everybody? For me, it's definitely spending time with God, doing my devotional. But sometimes it's just like, just sit on the couch, a nap, reflecting. Very nice. I like reflecting. I like reflecting. Tashawn, welcome in. Sometimes I just sit on my couch and I'm just like, because I'm always watching TV on the couch, I'm always thinking of something. Where, love that hair. Thank you so much, Tashawn. Where it's like, man, just like you relax, stop thinking about things and just sitting quietly and reflecting. I love that. I love that. Okay, so we're talking, just for people just coming in, we're talking about what is stillness look for you. How does that show up in your life on an everyday basis? What does stillness look like for you? What is the activity? What is the exercise? What is it that you're doing? You know? Because practice it, just pausing. Just practice it, you know, like just stillness. Try not to think about anything. Try not to think about anything. Okay? And just like listen to what your body, what your intuition, what your inner being is saying. Just listening. It could say things like, today was a hard day. It could be, I'm going to go to bed early today. Today was an emotional day. Today was a productive day. You know, whatever is coming to mind, just sitting in stillness and waiting for a response. Okay? So I wanted to really touch on that because wisdom is clarified through stillness. And so many of us don't know how to, you know, have that moment of stillness. But by the responses, a lot of us do, which I'm very happy about. I'm very happy about that. Because it's so important to our well-being. Stillness, welcome in, Jen. Stillness is so important to our well-being. Sometimes it's sitting outside amongst trees and the green grass, sitting on a bench, pulling out a chair, and just looking around. And just looking at the trees, looking at the leaves, right? Looking at the wind, looking at the birds, watching people walk by you. Stillness. Good evening, Jen. So we're talking about Wisdom Wednesday today, Jen. And just to recap, wisdom is the integration of spiritual discernment, emotional awareness, mental clarity, and physical attunement. It is a lived knowledge experience for us. It's not just information. Let me read this book and let me see what it says about, you know, wisdom for the empath. We can get some information from a book, right? But it has to be really lived through us. And every empath is different because we have different giftings, right? We're different people. We have different personalities. We have different temperaments. We have different lived experiences. We have different things going on in our life. So it's going to be different. Okay? So for empaths, it is lived knowledge. It's just not information. We have to live through it, okay? To get a sense of, okay, this is how I am. And when I've done that and I'm like, okay, this is how I am, I'm like, man, like, I'm just like messed up. Like, you know, like I'm a whammy on top of a whammy and another whammy. And that's all I can say, you know. But that's my lived experience. That's my lived knowledge. Welcome in, Courtney K. Narrow Spicy. I love that name. Welcome in, friend. I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you back. Good to see you back, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the Daily Heart Me. So, wisdom lives in the body. It speaks through our intuition. It's clarified through stillness. And it's protected through our boundaries. Good evening. Protected through our boundaries. Tomorrow is Thursday, guys. Tomorrow we do Boundary Thursdays. That was supposed to be a cheer. Boundary Thursdays. Now tomorrow, just in case some people might leave the room a little bit before the end, and I'm not ending, I'm barely just we started, but we're like what 25% of the information I have for you guys for tonight. Tomorrow I start teaching my classes. Welcome in, Soda. Tomorrow I start teaching my classes, guys. So I have a schedule of 10:40 to 12:10 for my first class, Drugs and Behavior. I have an hour break, and then I have my second class, Nutrition. What is it? Introduction to Wellness and Nutrition. And that's going to be 1 to 2:30. It'll take me about an hour to get home with the traffic. And then I have a 6:30 to 9:30 class. So I would say that I'm probably gonna come live between 4 and 4:30 tomorrow. So I'm just letting everybody know because it's gonna be earlier. Okay, it's gonna be earlier. So just wanted to let everybody know that, and I'll post it to my story as well. And I try to share it out, but just sometimes I don't have enough time of the day to do everything. So I just wanted to let you know. The winner circle, welcome in, welcome in. So tomorrow's Boundary Thursday, guys. Boundary Thursdays. We all love boundaries. I don't know about y'all, but when I discovered boundaries, I was like, yes, I need that in my life. And I was like, no, 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 not anymore. Okay? Boundaries are awesome. So tomorrow, and now I have all these stickies. Tomorrow we're going to talk about stickies off the pad that looks disorganized, and that just drives me insane. Because your girl has a little OCD, okay? OCD. All right. So boundaries tomorrow. I love talking about boundaries. So about 4:30-ish, guys. Okay? 4:30-ish. All right? Okay. So wisdom lives in the body. It speaks through intuition. It's clarified through stillness. And it is protected through boundaries. Wisdom is not loud. Wisdom is not loud. Wisdom whispers. Wisdom whispers. And the nervous system, thank you for sharing the live, Jen. And the nervous system must be calm enough to hear it. Did everybody hear that? I don't like that one. Wait. There we go. Did everybody hear that? Wisdom is not loud. Wisdom whispers. And the nervous system must be calm enough to hear it. Because it's whispering, we have to know how to calm ourselves down. Okay? And remember that because we're such high sensitive individuals, deep feelers, right? If we use, and I'm not saying anybody does, I'm speaking for myself because, your girl also likes some W-I-N-E. All right? I'm Argentinian. We have the best W-I-N-E in the whole world over there. All right. But I want you guys to know that that sometimes can, alter, right? That sometimes can alter our wisdom. So I know that sometimes we go to that in order to just help us calm and relax. And one cup or one glass of wine with dinner, like there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. If anything, there's a gazillion studies, if it's red wine, it's good for you, it's good for the heart and all of that, right? But I just want you to know, as an empath, okay, it can alter, right? It can alter, right, your wisdom when you need to hear from your wisdom, because wisdom is not loud, it whispers. And the nervous system needs to be calm, in a state of natural calmness, to be able to hear it. Okay? So why do empaths struggle to access wisdom? So mind you, I said struggle with access because we have it. Okay? We have it. But why do we struggle to access it? Empaths often absorb before they discern. Guilty. Who else? Anybody else guilty from that? Empaths often absorb before they discern. We're like very reactive, right? We're very reactive to some energies, to some information that we're receiving, that we're picking up. Guilty. Yes, me too. Guilty. And sometimes it's our own wisdom, it's our own intelligence as empathic deep feelers, highly intuitives, that helps us figure it out like this. And so we're reactive right away, right? So getting the information, because honestly, like we pick up things like 90 miles an hour, okay? While the average person, is like at 20 miles an hour picking it up. And we pick up information very, very quickly, right away, but we got to bring in that discernment. And I'm working on that. That's difficult for some empaths. I'm one of those. That's difficult. We got to work in that discernment so we don't have the quick reaction. Okay? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense, guys. So, common wisdom blockers for empaths are overgiving, people pleasing, chronic hypervigilance. I have that. I have chronic hypervigilance. I do. I have chronic hypervigilance. What's going on? What are they saying? What's going on? Like, and it's just like my antennas are like, and it's like, oh, shut up already. Just shut up. Okay? Chronic hypervigilance. Emotional enmeshment. I have that. Guilty. Emotional enmeshment. Lack of rest. Okay? Super duper important for the empath to get proper rest. So important. Welcome in, Herod. Spiritual bypassing. And I wrote down my definition for spiritual bypassing. I wrote it here in my new books of biggest books. Guys, I bought this for my granddaughter. So, because she's a little artist now, and I bought 2 of them. So I gave her one and I held on to the other one for myself. This was from Dollar Tree, guys. $5. I was like, what? So I'm writing some notes, and I like it because it's really big, and sometimes these journal books don't even have enough space for everything that I want to write down. So I'm like, I'm going to get the biggest books of the biggest books right now. So spiritual bypassing. What is spiritual bypassing? Okay. So let me take you a step back. Common wisdom blockers for empaths: overgiving and people pleasing, chronic hypervigilance, emotional enmeshment, lack of rest, and spiritual bypassing. This is what spiritual bypassing is. When someone uses religious or spiritual language to avoid facing real emotions, trauma, or accountability. Instead of processing pain, a person says things like, just pray more, forgive and forget, God will fix it, while never addressing the nervous system wound, the grief, the anger, or the patterns underneath. It can look faithful on the outside, but it keeps people stuck on the inside. So that's what spiritual bypassing is. Okay? And I'll say it again. When someone uses religious or spiritual language to avoid facing real emotions, trauma, or accountability, instead of processing pain, a person says things like, pray more, forgive and forget, God will fix it, while never addressing the nervous system wounds, grief, anger, or patterns underneath. It can look faithful on the outside. It looks faith-based, right? But is it really faith-based, or is it faith-placed? Is it really faith-based? Okay, because it can look faithful, but it keeps people stuck on the inside. So it's not faith-based, right? And boy, have I gone through this. And I would get so frustrated because when the pastor used to do an altar call, guess who was in the front every single time? Guess who was in the front every single time? Guess who was in the front? Guess who was in the front every single time? Me. Because I wanted healing. And so people will pray on you and put their hands on you and all this stuff. And then I would think that I had, had a change and would be different, but not really. It was really only until I sat down with the right tools in desperate need and supplication for healing, just me, myself, and I, with the Holy Spirit, God and Christ in the room. Of course, I can't see them, but they're there. Their presence is there. But my willingness in my heart to go through a process of healing, that's when it actually, took place. So be aware of spiritual bypassing for those that go to church, right? Because you'll experience it. All right. And then again, common wisdom blockers for empaths: overgiving, people pleasing, chronic hypervigilance, emotional enmeshment, lack of rest, spiritual bypassing, ignoring body cues, and guilt when saying no. Who's experienced guilt when they said no? Anybody? I know I have. Not anymore. And sometimes it gets to the point where it's like, I can't do it. Like I have constraints. My body cannot do these things anymore. I cannot stay up that late anymore. I can't overwhelm my nervous system with so many things going on and other people's, issues and situations, right? I mean, there's people like that sometimes I take my time getting back to them on the phone, on a phone call, because I already know what the conversation is going to be about, and I know how I'm going to feel when I get off of that phone call. So I have to like mentally, emotionally prepare for that. Okay? When the nervous system is dysregulated, all right, wisdom gets drowned. So we want to make sure that we talked about nervous system regulation yesterday, guys. Tune in Tuesdays, nervous system regulation and exercises practices, right? Learning about the nervous system, the 101 basics of the nervous system. How does it work? It is the number one thing that identifies us because we have a different central nervous system, okay? So when the nervous system is dysregulated, wisdom gets drowned out by anxiety, overthinking, emotional exhaustion, burnout, spiritual confusion. Don't play, I like that name and I missed it. Don't play something. Welcome in. Not sure if you're still here or no, they were just passing through. Okay, so when the nervous system is dysregulated, wisdom gets drowned out by anxiety, overthinking, emotional exhaustion, burnout, and spiritual confusion. Okay? All right. Now, I have something that I want to present to you guys, which I'm calling the Spirit, Mind, Body Wisdom Model. The Spirit, Mind, Body Wisdom Model. Okay? So if we say that spiritual wisdom, okay, is about discernment and getting aligned, meaning nervous system regulation, right? Having the awareness, being in the stillness, practicing saying no, keeping your boundaries on the surface afloat, right? All of those things, okay? So if we say that spiritual wisdom is discernment and alignment, empaths, okay, must protect their spiritual sensitivity. They must protect it, because if not, it gets cloudy, it gets foggy, it gets grayish. So some practices that would be helpful, okay, to do is morning grounding prayer or intention. Setting your intentions, doing your prayer. It could be whatever works best for you. There's no perfect formula. That's why, again, it's a lived experience through you. You know, of course, get your coffee first, wash your face, brush your teeth, right? And then go into your devotional, right? Put on the background devotional music, get your journals, get your books, get your Bible. Then maybe get your affirmations, do your stretching. Do some, oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Meditations while you're stretching. I'm just mentioning a few that works for me, okay? So your morning grounding prayer or intention, or whatever your morning routine looks like for you. Why do I say in the morning? I say in the morning because whatever it is that you do in the morning, as far as feeding yourself, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, will set the tone for the rest of the day. That's why a lot of people say that working out, that they prefer to work out and exercise at the very beginning of the day. Why? 2 reasons, amongst others, but two main reasons that I would say is, number one, right? It gives them energy for the rest of the day. Exercising in the morning gives you energy for the rest of the day. Number two, it relieves stress already. So it sets you up for a less stressful day. You know, at least at the very beginning of the day, right? We never know what's going to happen later on that may cause some stressors, but it reduces our stress, because we have healthy endorphin release in our bodies, right? After we exercise. So what we do in the morning really sets the intention for the rest of the day. So please, please, please keep that in mind. Asking, is this mine to carry, is also another practice. Is it yours to carry? Right? I'm guilty of it myself. Sometimes we be carrying things that we don't need to carry, you know? And for me, it's like carrying other people's ways of being, particularly sometimes with me. I carry that. Why? It's not my problem, it's their problem. That's their problem. You know, for whatever reason. Envy, jealousy, I have no idea. I've like lost count. You know, and it's just like, it's because you see what's on the surface and you forget, or you don't want to know the story, what's below the surface, right? That iceberg. You only see the top of the iceberg in an ocean, you know, like, I don't know how to call it, landmine, like an ocean water mine, right? You only see the top of the iceberg. You don't see the size or the magnitude of what the iceberg looks on the other side of things, right? Again, also a tree, right? You don't see the roots, how many roots there are, how far they go, right? So yeah. What else? So ask yourself, is this mine to carry? So those are some practices. I have more. Energy boundaries before interactions. Setting your aura, right, in place. So doing visualization, doing mindfulness, doing deep breathing. But really what works with the aura, okay, which I'm going to have ready for us for one of our theme nights. We're gonna practice doing visualizations, okay, to set a protective energy field around us. Visualization and guided meditation, along with breathing techniques, is what has worked for me. And I will have access for you guys to get them from me, so you can like download them and listen to them, because that's what I used to do when I've had a coach in the past. She would give us her own meditative visualization guided practices, and she would guide us through a visualization exercise. And there were some that were okay for me, but there was like one or two that like I loved, and it really helped me a lot. So that's coming up, guys. That's coming in the near future. So clearing your energy, setting those energy boundaries before interactions, right? Silence before decisions. Silence before decisions. Remember checking in with yourself. Pretty mama girl, welcome in. Checking in with yourself, remember? Checking in with yourself. Silence before decisions. Silence before decisions. You don't have to make a decision right away. Take your time, right? Think about it for a while. Sleep on it, okay? And then gratitude as spiritual recalibration. Gratitude as spiritual recalibration. Gratitude and thankfulness is so important. And I bought, and guys, I have not been very good at doing this. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to reach for it. I bought my own gratitude journal. And it's just all writing only what I'm grateful for. Because over the years, being consciously grateful and thankful for things have really, really, really helped me. Where's my first? Okay, I was skipping it. So this is just a gratitude journal. And I have one, and as you can see, I didn't write anymore, and I have to keep writing. So gratitude as a spiritual recalibration, because honestly, truly, it does recalibrate you. It really, really does. It really, really does. Sometimes I integrate it with some worship songs that help me just remind myself of God's goodness, His faithfulness, and just being thankful for it. So doing things like that where you're integrating a cognitive practice along with an emotional one, because that's what you want. You want your mind and your emotions to connect. How are we doing? Is this making sense, guys? Because I know you must be just listening, but is this making sense? If somebody can put something in the chat, let me know that y'all still here. This makes sense and this is helping y'all. I would love to get some feedback. So let me know. Are we good? Is this making sense? Is this helping? Is this helpful? Please let me know. Jen, you're still here. Stella, you're here. Mark Collector, welcome in. Nicolai, welcome in. All right. On 100. Excellent. Good. This is good stuff. This is really, really good stuff. Okay, so a protection practice, all right? A protection practice, like a live exercise we can do. We've been doing affirmations, right? So this is another one that I'm going to share with you guys. So when you are creating those energy boundaries, let's say you are amongst people at work or wherever, you're amongst groups of people, co-workers, negative co-workers, whatever the situation is, okay? You can say to yourself, okay? You guys ready to write this down or screen record it? Because this is a good one. I return all energy that is not mine. I return all energy that is not mine. I reclaim all energy that belongs to me. I reclaim all energy that belongs to me. I am divinely protected. I am divinely protected. I return all energy that is not mine. I return all energy that is not mine. I return all energy that is not mine. You can also visualize the situation that's happening, that's taking place, right? Like a pre-recording of what upset you, what impacted you, what emotional distraught you, what angered you, what made you sad, what gave you grief, what gave you pain, what made you cry, okay? While you're saying this to yourself. I return all energy that is not mine. I know I work in a toxic environment some days. What tips? So I can imagine, Jen. I can imagine do you have for me? Okay. Definitely doing this. Okay. I would ground myself before I go to work, Jen. And if you, grounding yourself. Whatever, you feel comfortable with doing as a spiritual practice in the morning, even if it's just like, some people don't know yet how to have a relationship with God. But I would say, write him a letter, because that's your prayer to him. Sometimes we don't know what words to say. And sometimes I don't have the words for him either. And I'm like, I talk a lot. But sometimes my emotions are so like stuck that I can't come up with the words. I can come up with just 2 or 3 word phrases. And I know he knows my heart. I know he knows what I'm struggling with. And maybe I'll just journal it instead of trying to articulate the words, right? Sometimes it's definitely, getting on a mat and doing some stretches, getting rid of that tightness in your body as you're deep breathing, right? And listening to a guided meditation, right? There's so many really good guided meditations on the YT that if you go in the search, and you can say, morning guided meditation before work, or some like stuff like that, or guided meditations to protect against toxic environments. I mean, see what comes up, put in different keywords and see what comes up. I really, really love guided meditations. I really, really love guided meditations. There's so many things you can do. Now, let's say you're running a little late and you can't do those practices. I would, if you drive for a little bit to get to work, I would put on, some affirmations you can listen to on your way to work. For me, Christian gospel music helps me, and then doing deep breathing, praying to God. And you know what? If you don't know what to pray or what to say, put on a prayer to God and listen to that prayer, as you're driving to work. Listen to that prayer, you can put, prayers to God and on the YT, and things will come up, and you can choose one that looks interesting to you. So I would do also that energy, the aura energy, bubble, protective, visualizations, setting that aura, that bubble around you, right? So through visualizations, through guided meditations, like I said, the combination of the visualization, the guided meditation, and the breathing really has worked for me. That really has worked for me. And then during work, whenever it feels like as if it's starting to affect you, if you can, go into a different room. If you can, put on your earphones and listen to, something that's soothing to you. Maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's an audiobook, maybe it's some music, maybe it's some affirmations. Drink a lot of water. Keep yourself hydrated. Remember, we're made up of 60 to 70% of water. And so think of it in this way, like the water represents the vibrations in your body. The water represents the vibrations in your body. So replenishing your body with a lot of water is very helpful as well. So those are some things that you can definitely do that should be very helpful to you. Caffeine, sometimes is not the best for us. So I kind of like mix it up. I don't have coffee every single day. Most of my days I have green tea. Drinking water early in the morning as well. Journaling, self-care journaling, setting the intention through words and writing as to your expectations or what type of day you want to have. So this is the type of day that I want to have, and you write it out. Okay, think of all the things you got to do. Think of your work tasks at your job, what you're going to do after work. And then, God, I pray that you help me with bringing this into fruition. In Jesus' name, amen. Or however you want to word out your conclusion of your prayer. I would do those things. That's what I would recommend. And you don't have to do all of those things, but I would do like at least one or two of those things. And you got to make it like one day is just not going to do it, right? Where you're going to see the payoff and the results is going to be over several days. Over several days, you're going to start as soon as you stay consistent, you will see the payoff throughout a few days. I promise you, you will. I promise you will. So again, your protection practice, I return all energy that is not mine. I reclaim all energy that belongs to me. I am divinely protected. Good. All right. So mental wisdom. What mental wisdom? Mental wisdom equals knowing when to pause thought loops. You know how like you have like these loops of thinking the same thing over and over again? I know I do. I definitely have them. So empaths often overthink, ruminate. I definitely do both. Internalize others' emotions and confuse intuition with anxiety. So some mental self-care practices that we need to do for that is the following. Thought checking. Even writing down the thought. Write down the full thought, read it over and over again, assess it. And then write your assessment result next to it. We gotta cross-check our own thought processes. So we gotta do some thought checking. Is this a fact or is this a feeling? Is this a fact or is this a feeling? Okay. Reducing information overload. Okay. We want to journal instead of looping. Because when we journal, we get it out of our minds and we put it on paper. So it's out of our minds. So the looping ends. The looping is no more. That makes sense? All right. Limiting, welcome in, Rebel, welcome in. Limiting emotionally draining content. You want to limit emotionally draining content. So the things that we're very sensitive about, limit them. Don't watch them. Don't read them. Don't sabotage yourself. Because we are very good sabotagers of ourselves. And reframe guilt as growth, right? Give yourself grace. Reframe guilt as growth. Give yourself grace. Wisdom is choosing clarity over chaos. Wisdom is choosing clarity over chaos. And now for emotional wisdom, which is feeling without I know I'm giving you guys a lot. With emotional wisdom, which equals feeling without absorbing. And I know it's just our first week with that. We're going through all of these theme days. As you'll notice, and we keep going forward with a new week, we have one more. And then we start a whole new cycle because we go back into Fridays. And I started this almost 1 week ago on the Friday. You're gonna start seeing, even though I'm very well gonna present it in different ways with different examples and different practices. It's all of the same. So the more and more you hear it, you're listening. Right, you're writing down notes, it's going to start to really stick with you. And it's going to make more and more sense. So emotional wisdom equals feeling without absorbing. Empaths are not meant to carry everyone's pain. I know sometimes we want to be the savior, but we're not. Okay? And I get that takes a long time to realize that. It takes a long time to realize that. And sometimes it takes really getting burnt to realize that. And it might have to happen a couple of times for us to get it. Everybody's different, but I'm just saying from experience. So empaths are not meant to carry everyone's pain, everyone's problems, or everyone's emotional weight. We are not meant to carry everyone's pain, everyone's problems, or everyone's emotional weight. Emotional practices that we can do are name the emotion, don't merge with it. So identify the emotion, but don't merge with it, okay? Cry without judgment. Your girl here, I'm a crier. I cry when stuff is happening, which is I'm in the season of stuff happening. Guys, I have to tell you, I struggled to come and hit the like button today. I really, really struggled because stuff is happening that's really trying to distract me from showing up here for us, for me, for all of y'all. It's really starting to it's trying to defeat me, but I'm not gonna let it. Because honestly, if it was me, if this was just for me, I would have not shown up tonight. But I knew that some of y'all were gonna come through and we're gonna be expecting for me to show up, and that's why I showed up. So if you have to cry during a particular season, it's okay to cry without judging yourself. Move emotions through the body. Remember, we don't want those emotions to stay stagnant in the body. We don't want that. We don't want the emotions to stay stagnant in the body. We need to push them out of the body. Okay? So feel it, push out. Feel it, embrace it, no judgment, give yourself grace, push it out. Part of the process of getting it pushed out of the body is feeling it. So if the way you feel it is by crying, then by all means, cry it through. Create emotional off hours. What do I mean? Watch a favorite TV show, Netflix, some show, movie you're watching, a series where, you're off hours, naps, sleeping, reading a book, talking to a friend that you haven't spoken to in a while, catching up with them. Distract yourself. Have your off hours. Practice compassionate detachment. Okay? Practice compassionate detachment. You can be loving without leaking. Okay? You can be loving without leaking. And then finally, for physical wisdom, okay? The body is the gateway to wisdom. Whenever I talk about the body in its physical format, I had a rough day today. So did I, Jen. I'm happy you went live. It put me in a better mood. Oh, thank you so much for saying that, Jen. Thank you so much for saying that. Because, girl, I was struggling. Okay? I was struggling. I was really struggling. Yeah. I just want to say, hi, you look really pretty. Hi. Thank you. Thank you. Someone in the white tee is complimenting me. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this little community that is being born in this room. because I'm literally in a season right now that I'm losing community because of something that happened with my agency. I was booted out of my agency without notice, without reason, booted out, kicked out. And, we have a lot of followers on this app. We have a lot of followers, and people tend to forget what they already know about a person, and they follow along because the agency lead is more important to them, because they're also on this platform to grow their business, to monetize. And so they don't want to be on the outcasted person's side of things. They want to be on the agency lead side of things. And so I'm getting blocked by people that were part of my agency community. They're not coming around anymore. I'm not saying all of them, but some of them. And I was kicked out of the agency when I tried to find out with some resources I have. I can't really do anything about it. Because TikTok has to get better with stuff like that, but I can't do anything about it. And so I have to kind of swallow it. But an encouraging thought behind all of that is I must be doing something right because I'm pissing somebody off. I must be on the right track because I'm really pissing somebody off. And followers will be followers, and they're following. So it's quite unfortunate because you leave a toxic work and physical work environment to grow something of your own, right? And yet you end up finding sort of the same in this new location, in this new virtual platform. You find the same, and you're like, physical wisdom. I talk about oh, and now it's unfroze. So remember, whenever I talk about physical wisdom, I talk about nervous system regulation, right? The body is a gateway to wisdom. If the body is exhausted, wisdom feels inaccessible, for sure. So how do I try to gain wisdom? I spend time with God. I really, really do. That's my wisdom window. But if I'm too tired, where my clarity is kind of like grayed, it's blurry, I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna watch a movie. Whatever is gonna help me rest. It's challenging nowadays because I just don't feel like there's really any good shows, but that's just me. There's really no good movies anymore. There's really no good shows. So, my go-to is going into other people's rooms and seeing what they're talking about here on TikTok, but I have to find other outlets. I really just want to come on this platform to do my post my content and do my lives. And definitely, if there's other TikTok live hosts that come here to my room and they go live, definitely go and support them. But I really have to focus on that and be very mindful of following through on those practices and not doing other kinds of things that is not gonna help me, right? So just some hopefully that's helped you sort some things out by me explaining like why it was hard for me to show up today. Hopefully that helps you in ways that you may be struggling with some stuff going on in your life. So if the body is exhausted, wisdom feels inaccessible. Physical self-care for empaths look like gentle movement, stretching, walking. I do that a lot. I could do better with the walking, but I do a lot of stretching. Breath work, slow exhales. I have a book of breath work, and it's somewhere else. And there's so many, I think it's down there actually. There's so many different forms of breathing exercises. So many different forms of breathing exercises. Okay? But it says slow exhale. So you can do something like breathe in for 5. I know I've taught the box breathing in the past. I know that. But you want to breathe in for 5 because it's like slower now, right? Through your nose, do the count, holds for 3 seconds. And when you breathe out, the breathing out should be longer and slower. So you're going to breathe in, hold, and breathe out. Like really push to get all of the air out, all of it out, really push. Okay, so don't have shallow breathing, have long enduring breathing, and breathe out. Okay, so breath work, that's slow exhales, what I just explained. Sleep hygiene. Sleeping is very, very important. You know, I'm a little high maintenance with my sleeping. I have the white noise maker on. I have to take my ashwagandha and my melatonin gummies before I go to sleep. Usually they say that a cold room or cool room temperature helps people sleep better under the covers. Also, like pillows, how you stack your pillows in between your knees. If you sleep hugging a pillow, having a comfortable pillow for your head. All of those things, the colors, the colors of the walls in your room, your bedroom, the ambiance, right? The ambiance in your room. All of that is very important for your sleep hygiene. Your sleep hygiene. Is it better for you to bathe in the morning, shower in the morning? For me, it is, because bathing, showering wakes me up. So my fiance, he takes a shower before he goes to bed. It does not wake him up. It helps him go to sleep. Everybody's different. My fiance is an empath as well. Everybody's different. So warmth, okay, warmth. Maybe having tea, but be careful, right? Because you don't want to be having to go to the bathroom throughout the night. Having baths, right? Epsom salt baths, warm baths. I always, when my granddaughter comes, I always give her a nice warm bath before bed, because I do believe it helps her sleep better. Certain types of blankets, the material, the quality of the material of the blankets is important as well. Okay. Any sort of nature exposure you might want to have. Like, it is nice when you have a window in your bedroom, because maybe it's raining and you want to crack the window a little bit to listen to the rain falling. That's so beautiful. I love that. I love listening to the rain. Or maybe you like to look at the sky a little bit at night. When I lived in Jersey, just because the sky is so much different over there than it is here in New York, I just loved like looking outside, because it was, I lived in such a quiet, peaceful neighborhood, and I just loved. Sometimes I would just go outside in the front porch and sit on the stoop, because I just loved the stillness and the quietness of that block. It was just so nice, because it just felt like it was just me alone with like God, nature, the stillness, the quietness of it. It was just so nice. So maybe you can do something along the lines of that. Nature exposure. Reducing caffeine and sugar during stress. Definitely. Yeah, definitely. So I already talked about the caffeine, but the sugar as well, right? So reducing that during stress, because that can have an impact, right? Make us more jittery, okay? We really need to rest, we're fatigued, and then we take some sugar in, and so it kind of like perks us back up. And so then we have kind of like this up and down, right, type of energy flow going on. That's going to make things, worse for us. So a regulated body remembers what the mind forgets. A regulated body remembers what the mind forgets. And so what depletes inner wisdom? Over-explaining. Sometimes, I over-explain myself and I repeat things, and it's like, sometimes I have people that are like, I've over-explained it and I repeat myself, and I have to catch myself on, why am I over-explaining? Did you not hear the first time I said it? Or were you actually like listening or not listening to me? And I'm like, okay, forget it. Like over-committing. We talked about that. Make sure you say no. Okay? Not now. Maybe. I'll think about it. Okay? Being accessible 24/7. Do not make yourself accessible 24/7. I used to be the person that as soon as, my phone rings, I pick up. I used to be the person that, as soon as I would get a text message, I reply right away. Not anymore. Sometimes you'll be lucky if you get a response from me. Ignoring intuition. Don't ignore your intuition. That's going to deplete your inner wisdom. I had to hear that from my coach this morning. I had a call with her after all this crap happened with the agency. And she said, I really believe that you're God is telling me, hi Ela, welcome in. Thank you for getting a daily heart me. I really think that you're not purposely ignoring your inner intuition, but you are, what did she say? She said you're not fully trusting it. You're not fully trusting it. And I'm like, yeah, because you question, you question sometimes. Staying in misaligned spaces. Oh boy, staying in misaligned spaces. Like, I'm preaching to myself right now, guys. Staying in misaligned spaces. Self-abandonment. Chronic busyness. Sometimes we get so busy. We want to be so busy. We plan to be so busy because we don't want to feel. Some of us are empaths and we're deep feelers, but we get so busy because we're this one savior, we're that one savior. We're saying, yes, I'll do it. I got it. No worries. I'll do it. You don't have to do it. I'm not delegating. Busy, where we're not feeling. We're not feeling. We self-abandon ourselves. Yes, so guilty of this. Yeah. I've been there. I know. Chronic busyness, emotional labor without reciprocity. Who does that? I've done that. I provided emotional labor without getting it in return. I'm not doing that anymore. Nope. Not doing that anymore. So you want to ask yourself this question. Where am I leaking energy instead of listening inward? Where am I leaking my energy without instead of listening inward? Where am I leaking my energy? Where is my energy being leaked out of me? Where I'm not able to be listening to myself inwardly. So wisdom as a daily practice as we bring it to a close, but we want to do our sacred self-care oracle card before we go, guys. Wisdom is cultivated, not inherited. Okay, well, wisdom is cultivated for us, not inherited. We have that wisdom there, but we have it as part of who we are and our makeup. But we have to cultivate it. We have to cultivate. We have to mold it. We have to mold it. Okay? Again, daily wisdom rituals, morning stillness, 2 to 5 minutes. This book, Emotionally Healthy Spirituality and Emotionally Healthy Relationships, is called Day by Day by Pete Scazzaro. They have devotionals. At the very beginning of the devotional, it says to be in stillness for 2 minutes before you even start reading the scripture and the devotional, and just 2 minutes stillness. Just stillness. You're not asking God for anything. You're not thinking about anything. You're not praying. You just, sometimes I try to envision God for 2 minutes. I was going to do that for the full 2 minutes. And I was just listening to the music. So kind of like soaking into the music for 2 minutes. Don't think about anything. Think about God, but you're not asking him for anything. You're not saying anything. You're just in his presence. I try to envision sometimes how he would be positioned if he was in front of me or beside me. Is he facing me? Am I seeing his profile? Is he sitting? Is he standing? Does he have his arms open? Is he praying? Visualize it. Visualize it for 2 minutes of stillness. At least 2. Then maybe you can add 30 seconds and another minute, right? One intentional boundary, okay? So what is your one intentional boundary for the day? I want to ask yourself that. You know what kind of day you're going into, who you're going to be with, who you're working with, what your day's going to look like. What's one intentional boundary that you're going to implement? What's one nervous system reset that you want to do? What is one nervous system reset that you want to do? And then also pick a moment of gratitude. Pick a moment of gratitude. Reset could be breathing, right? Reset could be movement. Reset could be taking a nap. Reset could be going to the gym, exercising. One nervous system reset. Think about the nervous system and think about ways that we can incorporate nervous system regulation exercises. Thank you so much for the perfumes, Coach Jennifer. Welcome back. So an evening reflection that you may want to ask, evening reflection question that you can ask yourself every night or on a regular basis, as many times as you want to do it during the week, is what did my body teach me today? 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 So wisdom doesn't rush. Wisdom rests. Wisdom protects. And wisdom listens. Wisdom does not rush. Wisdom rests. Wisdom protects. And wisdom listens. And when you honor your spirit, you calm your minds, you tend to your emotions, and you care for your body, wisdom becomes your natural state again. I'll say it again. When you honor your spirit, You know whose you are, right? Honor that. Honor whose you are. Honor it. Honor your spirit. You're going to calm your minds. You're going to tend to your emotions. Validate yourself without guilt. Give yourself grace, right? Feel the emotion fully. It's okay if you cry in front of somebody, you look ugly, cry. It's an ugly cry. Who cares? Whatever. Feel your emotion. And I say who cares, whatever, because I can't help myself. I just cry. Nah. I really cannot hold it back. Like, it's like, I should have been an actress, guys, because I would have been like a millionaire by now. When you honor your spirit, you calm your mind, you tend to your emotions, and you care for your body, wisdom becomes your natural state again. Wisdom becomes your natural state again. I choose wisdom. I protect my energy. I honor my body's wisdom. I choose wisdom. I protect my energy. I honor my body's wisdom. So some affirmations for protection, discernment, and alignment in particular, okay? The focus is protection, discernment, alignment. I am divinely guided by wisdom, not pressure. We said that before. I'm divinely guided by wisdom, not pressure. I trust the quiet voice within me. I love that. I trust the quiet voice within me. I release what is not mine to carry. I release what is not mine to carry. My spirit is protected, grounded, and at peace. My spirit is protected, grounded, and at peace. I honor discernment over urgency. Thank you for the perfumes. I honor discernment over urgency. Practice that. Honor your discernment before your urgency. I have to practice that. I am allowed to pause before responding. I am allowed to pause before responding. Wisdom flows to me when I'm still. Practice stillness. Wisdom flows to me when I am still. Practice stillness. I choose alignment over approval. I choose alignment over approval. My intuition strengthens as I slow down. My intuition strengthens as I slow down. I walk in peace, not emotional obligation. I walk in peace, not emotional obligation. All right, guys. So let's do the Sacred Self-Care Oracle card for today, and then we can close out. I had it ready, guys, so I don't have to look through it. You're welcome. I hope it's helpful. Oh, I keep forgetting to do this. Mirror your video. Right? Okay, there we go. All right, so whoop. Burning bowl ritual. Burning bowl ritual. Anybody's ever done this? I've definitely done an exercise where some things were written on a piece of paper. Oh yeah, it was a special type of paper where you write things out. It was like a trauma-informed class. Hello, Diane, welcome in. It was like healing from trauma, from past trauma class. And it's a special type of paper that you write on, and then when you wet it, it's like the words disappear. So that made me think of that. But okay, so burning bowl ritual. Let's see what it says. I really like I love the pictures from these oracle cards. Aren't they beautiful? Love the colors. Let's see. So we are, right, that was number 7, right? Okay, so the mantra is, I surrender to the fire of transformation and allow light to guide the way. I surrender to the fire of transformation and allow light to guide the way. I actually did go to a retreat once, and if I remember correctly, there was like one of those tin big trash cans, and we had an activity where we wrote some stuff on pieces of paper, and we put it in an envelope, and we burnt it or something like that. I remember doing. I've gone to a lot of different types of retreats like that, guys. Just process of healing and in different ways. But anyways, let me get to this. I surrender to the fire of transformation and allow light to guide the way. Fire is a powerful tool for transmuting negative energies, letting go of old patterns and stories, and sending prayers out to the universe. Connect with the fire element to release whatever is no longer serving you and to manifest your desires. To prepare for your ritual, I don't like rituals, I like rhythms. So we're going to say word rhythms. Ask yourself these questions and write down the answers on individual pieces of paper. What old stories about you, this is good, guys. These questions are really good. Really good. What old stories about you, people in your life, thank you, Diane, people in your life, or, let me start again. I got distracted. What old stories about you, people in your life, or the world do you want to let go of? I'll say it again. What old stories about you, people in your life, or the world do you want to let go of? What experiences have you lived through or conquered that require acknowledgement? What thought patterns, beliefs, experiences, or people do you want to let go of? And what do you want to manifest? I'll say them again. What old stories about you, people in your life, or the world do you want to let go of? What experiences have you lived through or conquered that require acknowledgement? That's a big one, guys. Because sometimes nobody's going to celebrate you, so you have to celebrate yourself. You know what you've been through. You know what you created. You know what you built. You know how hard you worked. You know what it costed you. You know. Others don't, right? You have to do that. You have to fully embrace and validate yourself, guys. Because other people just don't see it, they don't get it, right? But you honor that. You honor yourself. What thought patterns, beliefs, experiences, or people do you want to let go of? And what do you want to manifest? Next, prepare a safe, keyword safe, safe fire. Burn your pieces of paper and send your wishes off into the universe for manifestation. You can use a campfire, a barbecue, or a small bowl placed in your sink to keep it extra safe. As you watch the paper burn, imagine your wishes as if they have already happened. Imagine yourself free of worry. Imagine yourself liberated from what's been holding you back. Say to yourself, and so it is, so it must be. Our journal prompt for this, what are these called? It's a sacred self-care oracle. When I just saw the word self-care, I'm like, I'm getting that. And I've had it for several years now. So the journal prompt question is, how do you feel after completing the fire burning ritual? Is there anything more you like to release? I gotta find these in the TikTok shop, guys. I haven't had a chance to look yet, or haven't taken the opportunity to look yet. But one of our community members, Leslie, who's not here right now, she actually went on the Zon and looked for it. The very first day that I showed them, she was like, "Where'd you get those?" And she went in and she ordered it. So let me see if I can find it. I have no idea if it's even in here, but let me just check. The Sacred, another one of my community members, she's not here tonight either. She wanted me to send her today's, because I don't think she knew. She wanted me to send her today's because she knew she wasn't going to be able to be here. So she didn't want to miss it. She didn't want to miss it. It's the Sacred Self-Care Oracle is called. Let's see. Oh, it's searching among my own stuff, guys. I have to go into showcase, recommended. Let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to see if I can find this. I might have to do this when I'm not on live, and I'll have it up next time. I just keep forgetting. No, it's not pulling it up. Okay, I'm going to search for it when I'm not live, because I don't really know how to do it. All right. Yeah, I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out. All right. How are we feeling? You guys know that I wasn't even going to do this tonight. I was just like, I wasn't going to show up, but I showed up because of you guys. I literally showed up because of you guys, because I don't like to disappoint people. Obviously, and I'm an empath. But physically, emotionally, mentally, I just didn't feel like showing up. And I have to say, I'm so happy that I did. I love all of the gifts and the engagement, and all of that, right? But honestly, there's nothing that compares to you guys showing up for yourselves, and being in community, in this room with each other. Because iron sharpens iron. You're an empath, I'm an empath. Iron sharpens iron, right? And so I needed this for myself as well. I needed this word, this session, everything we covered for myself as well. So I thank you guys. Let's see how I did. Oops, wrong button. I have 0 followers. I have total 188 views, not bad. I really don't want to go into the streets and find 5 followers. I'm really not up for it. Is my coach still in here? Can I get a break? Yeah, she's not in here anymore. I'm not gonna do it tonight, guys. So if you haven't gotten your daily heart me as of yet, please get it. I would really appreciate it. If you haven't gotten your points yet, go up here and get your points. And tomorrow we're going to have Boundary Thursdays, and I will probably go live around 4:30ish. 4:30ish. Okay? 4:30ish, 5. It might not be a full 2 hours tomorrow, just because I have to teach a class for 6:30. And it's a lot of talking for me, teaching classes back to back. But I will show up at least for the hour. All right, guys. God bless you. I hope you guys have a great night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? May the Lord bless you and keep you. May his face shine upon you, and may he be gracious unto you. May he give you peace, and may you know that you are an amazing soul, and both knowing who you are and whose you are, may that bring you peace, completion, right? And may it make you whole. All right, guys. Have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. And I will see you for Boundary Thursdays. I keep touching the same thing. Okay. I think I did. I'm trying to check to see how long an hour and 51 minutes. Let me see who I can co-host with to see if I can get my followers. I really don't want to get stuck in somebody's room, because some people be talking a lot. Let me just see, because I didn't do it yesterday, and now I'm going to be in the habit of not getting my followers, and I don't want to do that. Let's see. If I see any friends that I feel comfortable pushing the invite button, I will. If not, it's okay. Let's see. Truly blessed. Oh, but she's live with guests. Nudge to co-host later when your friend is available. She's not available. I don't really know her. Rosie's London and Co. I don't really know her. Alea. Oh, yeah. I bugged her last time. I don't want to bug her again. It's all right. We're gonna go home. We're going home. Hi, Patty. How are you? Patty, we did Wisdom Wednesdays today. But I will return tomorrow. I kind of went on around 6:10, 6:15. I think I was live as of 6:10. I'm almost at 2 hours. We're going to return tomorrow for Boundary Thursdays. And I probably will be going live at around 4:30ish. Okay? God bless you guys. I will see you tomorrow. It's always hard saying goodbye. Like, I take forever to say goodbye. Have a good night, guys. All right. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. On the YT, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. I hope this was helpful. Take care and have a blessed night. Bye-bye.